Geometry Gents. I'm your host, Pytron, and today we are interviewing a very special guest, George Boole. Hey, George, how's your flight here?
Good. The private jet was very nice.
So what kind of food did you have on the way here?
I had a tri-tip with creme brulee as a side.
Did you have any steak and all that?
Well, tri-tip is a fancier steak, so.
Okay. So, how's the weather when you got a plane?
I landed in Florida and it was very nice there.
So did you take another plane up to get up here?
I drove the rest of the way up here.
Not by any chance, not trying to get suspicious or anything, but what car did you drive?
Ford GT.
Ooh, nice. So, do you mind if I ask you any questions at all?
That's totally fine.
Okay, so could you tell me about your personal life and
So, I married Mary Everest and have 5 children, and I was the one who convinced her to go to college like I did.
So, did your children grow up to be mathematicians like you?
No, they weren't exactly as sharp.
Yeah, kind of like your wife?
She was pretty smart, but
Okay, so...
she just didn't unlock it.
Oh my, okay. So do you have any famous quotes people might know of you?
I thought you might ask that, so I printed this out, and it says, no matter how correct a mathematical theorem may appear to be, one ought to never be satisfied that there is something imperfect about it until it also gives the impression of being beautiful.
And we will be setting this after show and giving it out to a random guest. So who got you into the math world?
So my dad actually got me into the math world, and he helped me to get started with it.
So where did you live? Sorry.
I grew up in Lincoln, England with my siblings, and I always loved outdoors, and that's also what helped to get me started when I was doing it.
So did you specialize in anything in math?
I specialized in algebra, which I had to teach myself because it wasn't included in any other normal school curriculums, but then I actually created Boolean algebra.
Oh, so that is very nice. So could you tell me about about your education?
So I went to Lincoln, college in Lincoln, but I then ended up making my own college and became a professor there, and it became pretty big.
So what did you do for the math world?
So like I said earlier, I created Boolean algebra, which is the study of you have 2 sides and one is true and the other one is false, and you have to decide if it is in the true or false side. And that's how I'd explain it for the young lads that watch this show.
Okay, so we are going to be taking a break from all the stunning questions. So may we have the following come up. Zane Anderson, Hallie Egbers, Corbin Johnson, and Brecken Gilbert. Okay, so today we will be drafting teams, but like you guys already see, we pre-drafted teams. So these are going to be math questions, and you will have a buzz-in, this is a police car, and that's a truck. Okay, so the first question is 5 times 5.
25.
Okay, guys, don't get your heads in your head. Okay, 10 to the power of 2.
100.
Oh, okay, so what is 5 times 50?
250.
Okay, so what is 5 to the power of 3?
5,000.
Yes, sir. And for the last question, okay. Okay. So, anyone else got any answers?
Can I go work it out? Can I grab something to work it out on?
Oh, yes, you may. Sorry, we're taking a quick break with someone working out a question.
125.
Yep, Zane, you are done now, so you can go back to your
You
seat.
can come back.
Okay, so scores
The
2
final
to 2. The final question is 3 minus 2.
1.
Yep, and Orange Bulls teams
That
win.
was really hard.
Back to this seat. You guys may leave. Now back to the session. Okay, so did you give him a hand?
Oh, wait, come back. My team, come back, please.
Oh,
And here is that signed autograph for you. And this for you.
okay.
Yay.
So-
Now you can
Now go.
sit down.
Okay. Do you have any accolades you can share?
So I actually won the Royal Medal, which was obviously very cool to have because when you win that, that means that the royal family is realizing that you're doing something great for either math or science in their world, and
Well, was it math or science that you won?
for math mainly, but
Okay.
they
Some
also
science,
consider it a little bit of science.
So
It's
what?
just all around.
What do you want to be remembered for?
So I want to be remembered for creating an easier way to solve algebra and just any problems with Boolean logic that I also created.
So since you think of like common sense, what is your IQ?
So my IQ was 190, but that ranks pretty high, but I'm not quite at Terrence Toa's level, who I believe was in the 230s, which is very high.
Okay, so
Congrats to him.
well that is the end of this math show. So, that's all. But I'm your host Pytron, and we will see you next time on Geometry Gents. But this film is rated PG-13.